sun slowly broke over Ayebe village, painting the sky with streaks of gold, rose, and soft violet. From above, the village looked like a sacred pattern carved into the earth, clusters of round mud huts with fresh thatched roofs, narrow sandy pathways winding between them like ancient veins of history. Smoke called gently from morning fires as the first villagers stepped out to greet the new day, unaware that destiny had already woven unseen threads into their lives. That night, after the village had gone quiet, Abeni placed the mystic mirror on the floor of her hut. The wind outside howled like restless spirits, shaking the raffia roof. As she leaned closer, the mirror began to hum softly, an ancient tone that vibrated through her bones. Her reflection blinked on its own, eyes glowing faintly like twin moons. Abeni gasped and stepped back, but the mirror whispered her name in a voice that sounded half like hers and half like something older, something watching her from beyond. Over the next few days, Abeni noticed something unsettling. Her shadow no longer moved in sync with her steps. At the stream, the reflection of her face rippled into a different expression. In the marketplace, she turned left while her shadow turned right. She felt herself slipping between two realities, one rooted in Ayebe village, the other pulling her toward a world hidden behind the mirror's surface. Desperate for answers, Abeni visited Baba Owere, the elderly priest whose cowries had foretold the mirror's danger. His face tightened the moment he saw her. "Your other self is awakening," he whispered, placing trembling hands on her shoulders. "The mirror has chosen you. But remember, what the mirror reflects is not always what the world sees. Beware, Abeni, you are being watched from both sides." That evening, Abeni felt a sudden chill as she sat before the mirror. The reflection no longer mirrored her movements. Instead, it stared at her with a slow-growing smile, too wide, too knowing. Then, in one terrifying moment, her reflection lifted its hand even though she had not moved. A crack of magical lightning flashed within the glass. The reflection pressed its palm against the mirror's inner surface, and the mirror rippled like water. The hut grew darker, as if the shadows were swallowing the moonlight. Abeni heard footsteps behind her, soft, deliberate, and identical to her own. She spun around, heart pounding, but no one was there. When she faced the mirror again, her reflection was gone. Only swelling white and blue mist remained. Abeni realized the truth in that moment. The thing that had been inside was now loose in her world. Across the village, people began whispering. Abeni was seen walking near the sacred Iroko tree even though she was in her hut at the same time. Children claimed they saw two Abenis, one smiling kindly, another staring blankly. Elders spoke of omens, hunters sharpened their spears. Even the king's guards noticed strange footprints appearing beside Abeni's door, identical to hers but facing the wrong direction. Abeni finally confronted her reflection near the boundary of the village where the forest meets the farmland. The duplicate stood tall, motionless, its eyes devoid of warmth. The creature tilted its head, studying her like a hunter studying prey. "Who are you?" Abeni whispered. The reflection raised a finger to its lips and mimicked the gesture with eerie precision. Then it faded into the tall grass as though swallowed by the earth. Shaking, Abeni returned to Baba Owere, who threw sacred powder onto the fire. The flames flared blue, revealing a vision inside the smoke. "The mirror is a gateway," he said. "Once opened, it must be balanced. Two cells cannot walk the earth at once. Either you call it back or it consumes the life meant for you." Abeni felt her knees weaken. The reflection wasn't merely alive, it was hungry. That night, as Abeni tried to sleep, a soft glow filled her heart. A spirit, tall, gentle, and luminous, emerged from the misty side of the mirror. It bowed before her. "Child of Ayebe," the spirit spoke, voice soft as the harmattan wind, "your other self carries a piece of the ancient realm. If it remains here, the boundaries between the worlds will shatter." Abeni understood. She had to reclaim what had escaped. With the spirit as her guide, Abeni stepped closer to the mirror. Its surface glowed, beckoning her. She took a deep breath, heart racing. Behind her, the drums of Ayebe village beat faintly in the night, as though urging her forward. Abeni extended her hand. The mirror's surface rippled. She felt herself being pulled into a realm of swelling light, shadows, and ancestral echoes. This was not just a search for her reflection, this was her descent into the unseen world as we find out what happened next in the part 3 of this movie. Thanks for watching.